Hello everyone, this is ATech is here. This will be like my next video for this channel after the long time. So today our topic will be the introduction to the shell script for the AWS. And as you know, so I'll talk about the shell script. So we're gonna talk about what is the shell script and the variable scope. Shell script, this is the method of automating the text by writing a series of command in a file, typically ending in a .s as that the shell like bash interpret the execute. This allows the user to run the multiple commands securely and it save like a lot of time and reduce the like a lot of workload. So shell scripts like are often used for the system administration, tax, file management, server setup, and automating the regular process. The script begin with the like 7 line, which tell the system to use the bash to execute the script. So each line in the script is a command, and together these command can be perform the complex operation without doing the manual input. By using the shell script, we can make our work efficient and create a reusable script, and that can be shared across the other system. So this makes the shell script a powerful tool for anyone working in a Linux or the Unix environment and allowing the text to be complete quickly and accurately. The variable this is the used to store the data or value that can be referred and manipulated through the script. So variable can hold the various type of data such as the number, string, or the output of the command. This variable make the script more flexible and dynamic, allowing us to reuse the value, pass the data between the command and the perform the calculation. So for example, if we need to reference the same value multiple times, we can store it in a variable instead of typing it repeatedly. So this allow us to change the value in a one place and we can store in a variable instead of typing repeat. So this allow us to change the variable in one place rather than updating the whole script using the variable that make our script more adaptable and as they can handle different value without needing to rewrite the code entirely. So in shell script, the variable scope determine whether the variable can access and the use. So that the content is the concept is the essential for the organizing the script and the controlling the variable visibility. So that the different part of the script don't unintentionally interpret with the each other variable. So we have like two main scope for the variable. So one is the like a local scope and another is a global scope. The local scope like when the variable is defined within the function or the specific part of the script, it has a local scope. This means we can only use within the function or the section. So once the functional of the section finished running, the variable is no longer available or accessible outside of it. So local scope is helpful for the temporary value that we don't need to be uh, go to the elsewhere in the script. And the last part, the global scope. So this is the variable that is defined outside of the any function and the with the export command. And it has a global scope. This means it can be accessed anywhere in the script, even by other like a script or the child process if exported. So global scope is useful for the values that needs to be constantly available throughout the script or the multiple script. Moving on, our agenda will be like we will so I just talk about the introduction of the shell script. So the next plan we will do the hands-on practice. So I'll be create a instance for the shell script, and then I'll writing and execute the basic shell script, and then I will be do some changes for the environment variable and the .env file, and add in some condition and the error handling in our instance. And then will be AWS CLI integration, like for example, configure the AWS CLI and the add the IAM user, and then we'll be deploying the C2 instance through the shell script. So moving on, I will jump into our hands-on practice. So as you know, like this is the our AWS dashboard. So the region I choose, it will be the North Virginia one, so US East one. So right now I'm in the US East one location, and then I will click on the city instance. So since I have to create a instance, and I click on the instance running. So since I don't have any instance running, I will just click on create new launch instance. So I think I don't have the BPC default BPC created, so I'll just create a one. So click on the create new BPC. So my BPC is created, the default one. So I'll just refresh the page. So for the instance, I will choose the name as a shell script, and I choose the AMI for the 1.2, and the instant type T2 micro is should be good. On key pair, you can create a new key pair since I have a lot of them. So I'll just choose the test one, and everything by default should be good. So I'll just click on the launch instance. Then our next part is to SSH into the mobile strum. So our script is running. So this is our mobile strum. So let me get the IP address, and let me do SSH Ubuntu. And, um, so it will be test.pam. Click on OK. So right now I'm inside the my instance or the server. So let me clear this one. So now I'll do some example for variables. So first thing I have to do is bin create a file, create ec2.sh. So here I will say ec2. So ec2 name. What I do? Okay, ec2 name equal to. Oh, first thing I forgot the the important ones. I have to tell this file that this will be shaman command. So first I have to add this as a shaman command. So bin and bash, and then I can say c2 so name equal to, and I can say this is the my instance, and then it will be echo the instance name is dollar sign is e2 and the name. I don't know why the is e2. So that should be good. So now if I do ls minus l, I can see the create ec2.sh don't have the execute permission, only the read and write. So if I do the like dot slash create dot sh, you see I don't have the permission because I don't have the execute permission, so I have to give the permission for the execute. So I do chmod flux x and the create.sh. So if I do if I ls and l now have the execute permission for this file, so I can just run this file now. You can see the command not found. You see the instead the so the instance name is empty since we don't um since we don't give the like ec2 name variable given, that's why it's not showing the my instance. So now if I do go back to the again, and I will use some of the example, the global one. Uh, so I will use the sum of the example for the global variable. Okay, so I will do bean.env. So here I can say the is ec2 name equal to env ec2. So ec2 name is in let's say ec2. Okay, now if I do save and quit this one, and if I go back to the, and I can say source dot slash dot env, and now if I do the create as again, you can see now it can read um the instance name is env ec2. So let me go back and check one thing. Um, So another thing we can do is like if I go back to the beam.env file now, so if I add one more thing, we can say ec to the type equal to t2 dot medium. Save and quit. So now if I do the care.sa, you can see I'm getting only the instance name of the MV, not the EC2 type one. So here I had to say, so if I go back to the file again, so here I have to mention the echo the instance name is, and we can say EC2 5. And I can comment out this part since it's already getting from the .env. And now if I create a .sh, you can see the instance name is the envc2 and the instance name is the t2 medium. Now we write some condition for this one. So if I go back to the create one, so here if I say like if condition, so if, let me just say the z. So the minus z mean is it will check the if string is the empty. So it will go to the able lines and I can say the dollar sign EC to BPC and semicolon then, and it can say the echo the EC to BPC variable is required fi mean is end. So now if I save and with this one and I will do create sh, you can see it can so let me go back to the sh if minus z. So let me go to the source. Serving query now. Okay, so now you can see it's saying that the EC2 BBC variable is bigger. So that's the arrow we getting now. So if I now um so if I go back to this one and here like before the if I say if I do the exit, so it will just read after this exit, it will not in the next part. So if I do the create.sa, you can see the BPC behavior is required now showing. So if I go back to the beam .env right now, and here if I add the BPC, so I can say the EC2 BPC is equal to, I can say the my BPC right now, and I just save and quit. And if I after the run this one, so you can see in line 5 missing. So go back to the line 5. And then quit. So okay, now it's good. So you have to be careful with the like whenever you're writing the script, you have to be careful with the spacing. So that's the issue I was getting. So I was able to fix it. Now I'm getting on no error. The instant is showing. So the environment, the instant name is the environment showing, and the instance is to the type. So now we'll do some hands-on where we have the multiple condition. So let me go back to this one, and I will add some of the condition. For example, um, so I will just add this and then minus the and the exclamatory $sign and EC2 name, and I will add the same thing and minus z EC2 the type, and then then I will sum as the sum of the, so I can say this please as the required variable. pass this variable, and then I will add another one, another message. I can say the required variables are EC2, VPC, then EC2 name, and then EC2 type, and it will be exit. Then here at the end, I can say equal, and I can say the instance BPC is EC2 and the BPC. So everything should be good. So if I now run this one, you can see the instance showing and the instance name T2 medium have it showing, the BPC name is showing. Now we can see now you can see we have no error because we have all of them. So if I go to the dot MB, so if I go there and I comment out this, show you. So I comment out this one, and this part 7 3. So if I run this again, you can see it's getting the error. Please pass the required variable, and the required variable is EC2 by PPC, EC2 name, and it's T type. So that's the error we are getting. So the next thing we have to do is we have to install the AWS CLI. We have to check if the AWS CLI is installed. For that, if I say the which AWS, so I'm getting no error. So if I do the which beam, you can see I'm getting some type of the path for the beam showing. So by using this command, we can check whether the AWS is installed or not. So if let me go back to the beam, the q.sh again, and let me add some more thing, some of the variable again. So let me give some time. So I can say this is AWS CLI equal to and the $sign which AWS and I can add some conditions. So if the minus D and then the $sign is AWS CLI and it will do this message AWS CLI not found, please install it. and then it will be exit, and um, so everything should be good now. So let's see if let me go back to the bin.pnb and comment out this. And if I can this, you can see now it's getting the arrow. AWS is not found, please install it. So that's the message we're getting since everything is there. So next thing we have to do is we have to install the AWS CLI. So for that, we can copy of this URL and go back here. So this is the official AWS CLI installation for this to install it. So before install it, we have to update the package and install the unzip. For that, I can say sudo apt update, and then the sudo apt install unzip. So it will install the unzip and the update our dependency both in the same time. So let me clear this one. So everything is done. So now I copy this comment and paste it here. It will install the AWS CLI. So while doing this one, I have to go back to the add a user as we mentioned in our agenda. So I will be adding the AWS CLI and adding the user. So here I click on the user. Since I don't have any user, I can create a user and this name as a shell script and click on next and attach policy directly. I can get the admission access for this one. Click on next and the create user. So my user is created. So I click on this user credential, security credential, and click create a access key. And it will be AWS CLI command. Click on the I understand. You can add the description. There's the optional, so we don't need it. So I now have the access key and the secret access key. Okay, that's good. So everything installed. So let me clear this one. So if I do AWS S3 ls now, you can see it's unable to locate the credential. So we can do the AWS configure. And now it's asking for the access key. So we can go back and copy this access key, paste it here. Now access for the secret access key. So we give the secret access key. And now it says for the default region. So our default region will be US East 1. And now as for the format, so it will be JSON format. And then I think it's done. So if I do the AWS S3 ls, you can see I'm not getting any errors. So our AWS S3, the CLI is configured. Okay, so now I will launching install from the command. For that, let me go back to our AWS CLI /import. So get the port example, and then put example comment, not comment, guided, not guiding bash. Yeah, bash is script, Amazon EC2 instance. Open. So, so I'm looking for a code. Guided command example. Yeah, so not here. So it will be the guided command example and the AWS EC2, I think. Yeah, EC2 instance. So this is the launch instance. So this is the code we needed. Let me just copy the code. This one giving me hard time. So let me try. Okay. Now let me go back and do the beam create. And here at the end, so I paste this one. So here we can do AWS EC2 run instance, and we can um the image ID. So image ID we can give the $sign, and then we can do EC2 image, and the count we don't need it for this part, and the instead type will be T2 micro. So instead type we don't have to say it, and the instead type we have to say, we can say the is C2 EC2 type, EC2 type, and key name we don't need it, and we don't need the subnet security group, and then the subnet ID we can say this one as a EC2 subnet. Okay, so everything should be good. So the next part will be have to go back to the beam.env, there, and the TC2 name, we have the environment EC2, we have type is T2 medium, we have BPC is my BPC, and now I have to add the EC2 image. So EC2 image. So let me go back to the my EC2 instance. Click on the launch instance, the instance running, and I click on the script that running and uh, copy the IME ID. So here I paste this one, and now I have to add the EC2 subnet equal, and that will be have to copy the subnet ID, which is this one, and paste it here. Okay, so everything look good. So let me save and quit. And now if I do the beam create sh, so I have to add some of the thing to check. So here, so if I say if the bracket, the dollar sign, and the number sign minus any. So the dollar sign, is gonna check the count, the number of argument in the script, and to 3, and then it will be the echo. It will give this message, say too few are arguments, and then it will do the echo another message, the usage, the EC2 image, and then EC2 type, and then EC2 subnet. And I think that'll be it. And it will do exit, and I have to add the FI. So everything is added now. So if I do the create assets, you can see these two view argument, line 13 missing. Okay, so if I go back, line 13, line 13, line 13 missing. Oh, I know what the issue is. So if I do create.sh, you can see now I'm getting to view the usage is EC2 and the EC2 show. Now if I go back to the cat.env, you can see the EC2 image, the subnet, everything is showing here. It's showing here, and the T2 medium is showing. So then to run the, create the instance, what we have to do is we have to write this command. So it will be create.this one, and then we have to copy this image, and then copy this subnet, and it will be T2 medium. And click on enter. You can see I'm getting this. So it's showing the this is the user. So if I go back to the instance and reload, you can see one of the instance is running and T2 medium is showing. So this is how we do for the running the instance by using the shell script. Now I will create a one of the script for like just how we migrate like whatever file we have it, so you can create another instance and we can get the this instance information to the other instance. For that we do the example plus sh, and here we add the same the 7 line, then dash, and you can say touch hello.txt, touch demo.txt, and the sudo apt update. Yeah, so let me just save and quit this one. So let me clear the, if I do ls, you can see it's example.sh is showing. And now the next part is I have to insert the insert a file into this one. So add this. So if I do the ls, you can see the test.pm, our key pair is added here. So I have to give this key pair as a execute permission. For that, do chmod 400, not 4000, and the test.pm. So now I have to go back to the instance now and create a new instance. And I can give this name as a example. Same thing, example, and the Ubuntu AMI. T2 macro should be good. And key pair, we can give the same key pair test. Everything should be good. So I'll click on the launch instance. So from here, I need one of the IP address. Just need the IP address. So I'll show you how to SSH into this one. So if I do the SSH -I and the test.pm and the Ubuntu is the username, and I paste this IP address, and we can say the bash -s and the example.sh example.sh. So yes. So now if I do SSH -I the test.pm Ubuntu and the public IP address URL for the example one. See now inside this example instance. So if I do ls, you can see uh, okay, I think I did something. So what I do is I have to go back to the shell script. Okay, then ssh -I test.pm, then Ubuntu at the rate yes. Oh, why is permission denied? Um, ssh -I test.pm and then Ubuntu at the rate. Oh, I think I know sudo ssh -I test.pam and then Ubuntu at the rate and this permission denied. I don't have anything here. So what can I do? I can just create a SSH, test it here, Ubuntu, test spam, clear. So if I do ls, you can see my everything is here. So what I can do is, let me terminate this one from, and what I can do is, so here I can do is SSH. Let me get the example instance URL. So this one, IP address. So SSH minus I the test.pam Ubuntu is this one dash minus s example.sh. No such a file example.sh. Oh, and I'm doing it in the wrong. SSH minus I paste dot m Ubuntu, then at the rate, and I paste this. Um, at the rate. Let me go back and copy this one again. And bash minus s. And the example .s. I think there's something I'm making on the bash sh. What I can do is let me go back and check my documented. Both. Check one thing. Let me check this. Check one more thing. Okay. Yeah, I think whatever I typed is not existed. So I think there should be something. Yeah. So I think now it should be working. Yeah. So that's the problem I was getting. So if you stuck in somewhere, you just do Google. Google is your best part for solving the issue, and try to document it and find the issue. So that should be solve your issue. Okay, let me now go back, copy this. Now if I do the fsh minus I test dot ham Ubuntu at the rate and the one. So let me clear. If I do ls, you can see whatever inside the example dot everything is here. See demo.txt and the hello.txt everything is here. So basically, this is the end of this video. So I already showed the agenda. We already talked about the introduction to the shell script. We create the instance for the shell script and write the and execute the basic. So this is the introduction. So it's the basic, like just to teach you guys how to use the scripting. And we also do some changes into remember in the create ec2.sh and the .env file to some adjustment and show what's the difference it, and we also add in some condition and the error handling, and we also install the AWS CLI and configure the IAM user, and also we deploy the EC2 instance through the shell script and create a new instance. Also, how to transfer file from one instance to the another instance. So basically, this is so please share my video to any of the people who are learning to the as a CloudOps or AWS, and like my video. And if you have any question, just reach out to me through my email address that you can find through the about me. And if you just share and support me for the next video like this. So thank you guys. That will be it. Have a good day and good night. Thank you.